Hello students, today we are going to see the various steps in solving the problem of absorption of a joint stock company. Yesterday we have seen what is the meaning of a joint stock company, how a large business organization acquires the business of a small business organization. There are various purposes behind the process of absorption. There are certain financial implications which are related to the absorption. All these things we have seen yesterday. Today we will see how to solve the problem. To solve the problem, we have to go as per certain steps. Step number one is the calculation of purchase consideration. Purchase consideration is nothing but the amount which is payable by the purchasing company to the selling company. Selling company will be termed as the vendor company henceforth. When the purchasing company purchases the business of a company, it actually purchases the assets and the liabilities. When these assets and liabilities are purchased, the purchasing company has to pay a certain amount to the vendor company. The amount is called as purchase consideration. There are various methods to calculate the purchase consideration, such as net assets method, net payment method, and the lump sum method. Today we are going to see the net assets method, which is calculated as the aggregate value of the assets taken over minus the aggregate values of the liabilities taken over. So our first step is calculation of the purchase consideration. Second step is transfer of the assets. In order to solve the problem of absorption, we have to open certain ledgers which are realization account, cash or bank account, purchasing company account, equity shares in purchasing company account, and equity shareholders in the vendor company. We have to transfer all the assets to the debit side of realization account. There are three rules which are related to the transfer of assets. Rule number one, all assets are debited to the realization at book value, whether taken over or not. If cash is taken by the purchasing company, then cash is transferred to the realization account. If cash is not taken over by the purchasing company, then it is transferred to the debit side of cash account, because cash is an asset and all assets have debit balance. In case there is any loss, such as the profit and loss account or the advertisement suspense account or any other type of accumulated loss, the loss is transferred to the debit side of equity shareholders account, because debit all expenses and losses. So this will be our second step. Now we will go to the step number 3, which is transfer of liabilities. So far as liabilities of the vendor company are concerned, again there are three rules. Rule number 1, all third party liabilities are credited to the realization account at book value. Rule number 2, equity share capital is transferred to the credit side of equity shareholders account. And rule number 3, all profits and accumulated profits, such as profit and loss account, general reserve, reserve fund, etc., are transferred to the credit side of equity shareholders account. So this is our third step. Step number 4 is purchase consideration due. We are passing all these entries in the books of the selling company or the vendor company. The vendor company has to receive the purchase consideration from the purchasing company. It is not yet received. So purchasing company is our debtor, and the amount of purchase consideration that we are going to receive is our income. So the journal entry is purchasing company account debit to realization. I again repeat, purchasing company account is debited because it is our debtor. Realization account is credited because it is our income. Next step is step number 5, that is purchase consideration received and purchase consideration distributed. We, as a vendor company, we receive the amount of purchase consideration from the purchasing company in various forms. We can receive the amount in the form of equity shares, preference shares, debentures, or cash, or a combination of all these things. So when we receive the PC, equity shares, preference shares, debentures, or cash, all these assets come in and purchasing company is the giver. So the entry is equity shares account debit, preference shares account debit, debentures account debit to purchasing company account. Immediately when we receive the PC is to be transferred to the stakeholders of our company. So we have to transfer equity shares to equity shareholders, preference shares to preference shareholders, debentures to the debentures depending upon the adjustment. The cash that we have received is not transferred to equity shareholders immediately because we require the cash for various purposes till we come to the end of the process of the absorption. So we have to transfer equity shares to the equity shareholders. Entries: equity shareholders account debit to equity shares in purchasing company account. Equity shareholders are debited because they are the receiver, and equity shares in purchasing company are credited because the shares go out. Step number 6 is treatment of the assets and liabilities which are not taken over by the purchasing company. If an asset is not taken over by the purchasing company and if it is sold by the vendor company, then the journal entry is cash or bank account debit to realization account. Cash or bank account is debited because it comes in. Realization account is credited because it is our income. Similarly, if a liability is not taken over by the purchasing company and if it is paid by the vendor company, then the entry is realization account debit to cash or bank. Realization account is debited because it is our expense. Debit all expenses and losses. Cash account is credited because cash goes out. So this is the treatment of the assets and liabilities which are not taken over by the purchasing company. Step number 7 is realization expenses. Many times realization expenses are paid by the vendor company. So when realization expenses are paid by us, the entry is realization account debit to bank. Here, realization account is debited because it is our expense. Cash or bank account is credited because it goes out. If the realization expenses are paid by the purchasing company, in that case, the vendor company is not required to pass any journal entry in its books, and the purchasing company passes the entry in its books as goodwill account debit to bank. Last step is we have to close all the ledgers. The order of closing the ledgers is as this. First of all, we have to close realization account. If it is showing a credit balance, which means that there is profit, the balance on realization account is transferred to the equity shareholders account. Entry is realization account debit to equity shareholders account. After that, equity shareholders account is closed and the balance is transferred to cash or bank account. Entry is equity shareholders account debit to bank. After you transfer the balance of equity shareholders account to bank account, your bank account must tally. When your bank account tally, it is a sign that to a large extent the problem that you have solved is correct. Thank you.